Good morning, viewer. Welcome to our FOSAAC TV. Here is the breaking news from Balochistan. Yes, today Balochistan is bleeding. It is Pakistan whose lab was meant to illuminate Balochistan but eventually set the region on fire. Since Balochistan's annexation with Pakistan on March 27, 1948 by force, the province entered into the fifth curvature of insurgency from 1948 to till today. In political parlance, the ongoing Balochi movement for fundamental rights is called a revolution, but Pakistan termed the Baloch struggle as an insurgent group in a civilized society. There are many factors that led Baloch to revolt against Pakistan for socio-economic problems. The weak financial position, education, infrastructure, medical facilities, and so on created an inferiority complex among the youth of Balochistan. In Balochistan, each cycle of violence is different in range and scale. Since its eruption in 1948, after the first period of insurgency, the Baloch launched a rebellion against the state three times in 1958, 1963 to 69, and 1973 to 77 respectively. The fifth phase of struggle against the Pakistan state began in 2003 with small guerrilla attacks by autonomy-seeking Baloch groups who over the years have become separatists in ideology. This wave of the fight is mainly focused on the Chinese mega project China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, that is called CPAC, that runs from Xinjiang province in China to Ghadar port in Balochistan. The region understands that foreign investment as a threat to their economy, environment, demography, and importantly their ethnic identity. Baloch separatists have staged violent attacks in recent times, which created a precarious security situation for developing large infrastructure project of China in the region. Balochistan has witnessed many hollow promises in the past and that continues. The CPAC project was considered a game changer for the province but has failed to give an economic boost in region. According to Pakistan National Human Development Report 2020, the per capita income in Balochistan has decreased by 7% in the last two decades. Enriched with natural resources, Balochistan area-wise is one of the largest provinces of Pakistan. The region produces over 40% of Pakistan's total gas production. Besides being gifted with copper, gold, and petroleum reserves, Balochistan Chief Minister Mir Abdul Quddus Bijong has said that rupees 40 billion was outstanding against the federal government on account of gas royalty, and that had not been paid to the provincial government so far. We prepared our public sector development program expecting to receive rupees 45 billion from the federal government, but we were not given even 10% of our share in the National Financial Commission award, the Chief Minister said. With the massive destruction caused by rains and floods recently in the province, the provincial government provided rupees 8 billion for relief and rehabilitation of affected people from its own resources, while it had received no assistance from the federal government under this list so far. In a report released by the United Nations Satellite Center, an estimated 8 million people are still potentially exposed to flood waters or living close to flooded areas in 11 districts of Sindh and 2 districts of Balochistan. According to WHO, Pakistan is among the top 10 countries in the world with a large pool of unvaccinated or under-vaccinated children and is home to more than 6 lakh children who have not received a single vaccine dose. The food security situation of an estimated additional 1.1 million people is deteriorating and is forecast to fall into the emergency food security first between January and March 2023. The rebellion movement of Balochistan started immediately after the princely state of Kalat, part of the today's Baloch, wanted to remain independent, but to Pakistan forced Ahmed Yar Khan or Kalat to sign the instrument or accession. Later his brother Abdul Karim Baloch refused to surrender and revolted until his arrest in 1950. Balochistan was put under governor general control and no elective body was formed in Balochistan until 1973. Since Balochistan province was incorporated into Pakistan, the army had a heavy presence here. Besides a large number of military output, the Pakistani used its force to suppress regional resistance groups, resulting in extensive violence, human rights violence, mass internal displacement, and the deaths of hundreds of civilians and armed personnel. Be on the report FOSAAC TV.